BBN Jack Rose, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay. We have a couple of things to talk about tonight. First thing I want to say is shout out to all the artists that pulled up last night. We actually had some artists that were contacting after the fact. I guess they got the times wrong. We're gonna get the times correct. That's on me. I'm gonna make sure that we have better timing for everybody, so everybody can know when the show actually is. Generally speaking, because we usually have the show our Tonight Show at an earlier time. I think some of the people that wanted to be involved just thought that we weren't having it since it didn't come on when they normally expected. With that being said, we got some things to talk about today. I want to be clear about something real quick. This channel has been accused of having bad information a lot. We get accused of that all the time whenever somebody doesn't have the ability to be able to say what they think and make it sound like it makes more sense than what I'm saying. So I want to point something out. Why almost everything that's in the news right now is things that we said on this platform that people tried to say we didn't know what we were talking about, and people said and people left. Why is almost everything coming out right now shit that we were saying that no one else was saying, that us over here at the BBN was getting ridiculed for? Us at the BBN lost subscribers. Us at the BBN got hate. Incredible hate. For all of these things that's coming out now to be true. So with that being said, I want to today we're going to be talking about the Megan Thee Stallion situation. For the last couple of days, we laid a lot heavier into the YSL conversation other than the Megan Thee Stallion. I want to have a real good conversation about Megan Thee Stallion tonight because this morning, because I want to be clear about something. And when I'm speaking about this Megan Thee Stallion situation, this is an attack on black men. I mean, men in general should be feeling away. But this was an attack on black men. This was that situation, and most of us black men know about this. When we go somewhere and somebody else is in the wrong, so they start talking about they're going to call the police on us. This is that. I want to be clear. This situation with Megan Thee Stallion is that. I want to say something. I referenced this a long time ago. I'm not going to say this is something I said, but I did say be on the lookout for this. I did say be on the lookout for this. The government don't want to prosecute this case, man. The government is getting, the state government or whatever, not necessarily the federal government. The government is just whoever's the one in court trying to go press the charges. Got me. So the government didn't want to try this case. They got pressure from outside political forces to try this case. I promise you.
Let me catch you up on what happened with the DNA experts. So both of the DNA experts said pretty much the exact same thing with very minute differences. Here's the basics, and then I'll tell you what I think. So they both said that the magazine was tested, and there were 4 DNA profiles on the magazine, and you can tell that none of those are Tory. So most likely Tory never touched this magazine. On the gun, they both said the same thing, that there's 4 profiles on the gun, but it's inconclusive. You can't tell if the DNA is Tory's or somebody else's. Now, both experts agreed that you would expect to see Tory's DNA on the gun if he had shot it 5 times. The defense experts seem to go further and say, look, if he shot that gun 5 times and then they tested it, you would conclusively see that he's on it. You don't see that here, suggesting strong DNA evidence in Tory's favor. Now, then the prosecution went to try to discredit the defense expert. He's like, aren't you getting paid by the defense? Don't you always work for defendants? He's like, yeah, the LAPD has their crime prosecutor, and then defendants hire private companies like mine to do the forensics. It's like, oh, okay, well, how much are you getting paid? The guy's like $250 an hour. How much has he paid you total? The guy's like $6,000. It's like, oh, well, It was really kind of just like, look, there's experts, man. This guy's been doing it forever. He's like, are you accredited? And he's like, no, I didn't apply for accreditation. I'm certified by the same people who do accreditation. It's like, well, what does that mean? He's like, well, twice a year, our lab people all get tested. They send them blind samples. They have to do the analysis, send it back, and then we get the results. He's like, oh, okay, well, what are the results? He's like, well, we never got anything wrong. And the guy's like, how do we know that? He's like, I'm telling you. It's like, how do we know you're not lying? He's like, well, you can check. I'll show you the records. And then he just kept going on and on. Look.
The most important thing that he said, that he just glossed over it, because there was a lot of other important things to say. But the most important thing that I heard is that basically both experts agreed on all of the most important points. The expert that the prosecution brought in and the expert that the defense attorneys brought in. They both agree that Tory Lanez's DNA is not on the weapon. Wasn't this supposed to be Tory Lanez's gun? So I need to understand how there's 4 DNA on the weapon. Tory Lanez is not one of them. But it's his gun. So it's his gun, but he never has it in his possession. Everybody else is handling it. That's 1. 2. Do y'all remember when I told y'all they didn't even check for Kelsey's DNA? They didn't even check for Kelsey's DNA. Now, why am I starting off with this and I'm not starting off with the testimony or with the recording that they put in the testimony? There's a reason why I'm starting off with this first. Let's talk about some court shit real quick. This is how court works, right? So exactly, boy Jimmy Belcher. Shout out to your boy Jimmy Belcher. So check this out. I want to be clear on this. Also, if you are enjoying any aspect of the show, please feel free to pull up to the Cash App, smash that like button. You can let people know that you like the program. It's okay to like the program. So listen, pay attention. I'm going to explain to you why this is important, at least in my opinion. Earlier in the day, the prosecution played the video of the audio or whatever the hell they had of Kelsey basically saying the events of the night. And I'm putting those in air quotes. The events that Kelsey said lines up with what Meg Thee Stallion said. Listen and pay attention. In the real world, you can't just say somebody is lying. That only works on YouTube. You see, in the real world, if you go to somebody and say somebody is lying, they're going to want to have actual proof. Real proof. Not proof that you created somewhere just so you can show somebody. People got brains in the courtroom. We can tell you created that evidence. You know, like when she sent the text saying Tory just shot Meg. We could tell you created that evidence. You were trying to, whenever you're trying to hide a crime, you actually create more evidence. We do understand that, right? If there is a crime that you are trying to hide, the act of hiding that crime creates more evidence. Now, with that being said, in that shit that they played that she said to the police, she backed up what Meg Thee Stallion was saying, correct? I hope you're following me so far. I'm going to explain why this is important. Kelsey said Tory had the gun. Meg said Tory had the gun. They both say he fired it. Right? They both said it. He fired it. Correct? Now they just got 2 forensic experts to come on the stand. Listen to what they said. They said while Tory Lanez did have gunshot residue, he did not have DNA on the weapon. Now, why is that important? The defense expert says that if you fire the weapon 5 times, you will definitely have DNA on it or on the gun. You're going to leave DNA on the gun. What's DNA? Sweat, hair follicles, anything, right? Why is all of this important? Listen and pay attention. Tory Lanez does not have DNA on the gun. Not only that, they also chose not to test the gun for Kelsey's DNA. Just because I know people like to say the opposite of whatever they think I'm saying, I'm going to put a link down here. Anybody that want to come up here and speak about this. The other day we had somebody come in here and say, well, Kelsey is going to get on the stand and her testimony is going to... Testimony is not evidence. I don't care what Kelsey say. When they check that gun and see that there is absolutely no DNA evidence, that doesn't correspond with what she's saying. The forensic guy says that if you fire a gun 5 times, it's not possible, basically, for that you not to leave DNA evidence. So he left no DNA evidence, but he also fired the weapon 5 times and said, dance, bitch. Shout out to all of those people that are trying to help Meg Thee Stallion destroy this black man's life, instead of coming in and trying to mediate the situation and trying to find out what the real problem is so they never had to go to court in the first place. Just so we can be clear. Also, these are all things that I told y'all. This is all shit that I said. This is all shit that I told y'all. I told y'all all this. And to be perfectly honest with you, not all of this I was informed of. Some of this shit I figured out. But I told y'all all of this. Now, why is it so important? Or why was that such a big mistake? They just made a really big mistake. They just made a really big mistake. I just showed everybody that I got 2,000 subs in the last couple, in this year alone, I got 2,000 subs. So what are you talking about, Mr. Doug West? Just lying? Fuck it. There's some people that gonna believe your lies, right? You can't do nothing about it. Anyway, so check this out, just so we can be clear. And I want to be perfectly honest with you. As usual. When they put that testimony in, the lie that she said before, that hurt their case against Tory Lanez. Because she's saying she lied. Do you get it? My dude, I try to tell you, we usually don't get positive people in here in the morning. They convinced anybody that was going to say anything positive, don't do it. So I don't get, so it's just us this morning, maybe. I don't know. If you want to pull up to the Cash App, you could do that also. I mean, it's on you. With that being said, this is my dude. I know they try to make it seem like every YouTube content creator, every time they get on live, all they do is deal with just people that hate them. And I'm the only one that has an issue with this. But no, other people don't have to deal with this. It's not like this, right? It's not. Anyway, why this is such a big deal, just so we could be clear, I'm going to tell you what happened. Listen and pay attention. For whatever reason the prosecutors did, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were pushed to do this by other forces outside of the courtroom, the prosecution decided to play her, what she said to the police, or whenever she made that statement, Kelsey. Right? See, but the thing is this. Whoever she was talking to, she could lie to them and not go to jail. She can't lie in the court of law. If she lie in the court of law, she gonna get in trouble. She gonna go to jail. So now they just created a situation where 9 times out of 10, don't be surprised if Kelsey gets back up on the stand just to explain that all that other shit was lies. Then what is Megan Thee Stallion gonna do? Remember, there's only one person backing up Megan Thee Stallion's side of the story. That's Kelsey. The fact that Megan got shot, that does not mean that Tory Lanez did it. It just, well, she didn't get shot. The fact that Megan Thee Stallion got injured, that doesn't mean that Tory Lanez did it. Remember, that's how they're going to try to trick you. Don't get tricked. That's how gaslighters trick you. I got a person that I know. They got to be one of the most untrustworthy people in the history of being. I don't know any. Maybe one other person I think is more untrustworthy than this individual. So what they always try to do is this. Whenever they're in a conversation with you and they don't know what they're talking about, they wrong. They know they wrong. What they try to do is they try to do false equivocations. They try to say, since this is right, that means I must be right. No. That does not mean the same thing. And I don't got to explain it to you. You know it don't mean the same thing. Got me? Remember, when people are wrong, they're going to want you to explain yourself. They know they wrong. They know they lying, or they know they don't know what they're talking about. They don't care. Satan sent them. Got me? Remember, when people don't care about them being wrong, about them lying, Satan sent them. They not gonna care. But we're not talking about Kelsey going to jail. What does Kelsey having immunity has to do? Because somebody besides this uncle dude explain to me, what does Kelsey having immunity got to do with me talking about Tory Lanez not going to jail? Just explain to me what it has to. One thing has to do with the other. Just explain it. I'm curious. Anyway. So listen, pay attention. Tory Lanez, right? Don't got no DNA on the gun. Right? He has gunshot residue on him though. Right? Who told y'all Tory Lanez tried to stop the gun from going off? Somebody told y'all that, right? Somebody told y'all that Tory Lanez, somebody else grabbed the weapon. Tory Lanez tried to grab the weapon from the person and the weapon went off. Somebody told y'all that, right? I don't know. I don't know what her having fear of prosecution got to do with me talking about. But put that in the chat. Shout out to that shit. I just don't think that has anything to do with the current conversation. I think that's steering our current conversation in a different direction. But you can keep that in the chat. You're not saying anything that's incorrect. You're just saying something that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Or should I say it's on the other side of the spectrum of what I'm talking about. And in order for me to talk about that, I have to change the conversation. If I don't explain that to him, though, I did something wrong, and that's a reason for him to stalk me for about the next 6 or 7 years and try to destroy my life. Like, this is how these guys operate. It's weirdo stuff. Anyway, shout out to Rude. Don't nobody see them Dodge Jones. Salute. So also, I'm not coming for you, Uncle Bronx. I'm just explaining that right now we're not discussing that. But you can put that in the chat. Discuss that if you want. Maybe somebody else want to talk about it with you. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Maybe if you're still having that conversation, when we roll over to that conversation, maybe you will then have put some stuff in the chat and it helps the conversation. What the hell do I know? Don't nobody see them dots. Also, just so we could be clear, I just told you to keep commenting. And I didn't say that you were currently stalking. But I do have people stalking me, and that's a fact. You can just open up YouTube and you can see them. There are people stalking me. Slow down. There's a lot of them too. Slow down. Okay? I got stalkers. Slow down. Anyway, they're probably just not you, but I got stalkers. Slow down. I got a lot of reds. Whatever. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means, but I do got a lot of stalkers though. Anyway, yo, did y'all hear about that lady that's going to jail? Hold on, could we stop for a second? No. Some of those people are not fans. Some of those people want me dead. All right, I don't want to get into that conversation though. Yo, check this out. I want to say something real quick. Did y'all hear about that lady that's about to go do time or some shit because she stalked her daughter for a year? Stop believing these parents ain't evil. A lot of y'all failed in life, and the reason why y'all failed and y'all don't even know it, it was your mother or it was your fucking father. I promise you. A lot of us fail in life because we got parents around us that are purposely trying to dim your light. Women know this better than men because females recognize jealousy differently. You understand? So women know this better than men because a lot of women got mothers that's jealous of them, jealous as shit out of them. All right? A lot of us got family members that's jealous of us. It's a fact. The mother was stalking her teenage daughter and gaslighting her teenage daughter over the internet for a whole year. And I bet you she told people that her mother was a problem and nobody believed her. I bet you. Your mother and your father are two people that they could do whatever they want to you and nobody gonna believe you. You understand? Like nobody gonna believe you. Nobody gonna believe you. I promise you. That's why if you can't deal with your parents, I advise you to keep a distance. Don't do hate. Let them do whatever they doing. But that's what I say to do with everybody. I don't go give revenge against people. Once I think I need to get revenge against you, I don't ever want to talk to you no more. That's how I operate. Once I think I got to get revenge against you, I don't ever want to talk to you ever again. I don't want that on my conscience. Let's go to a commercial break and we come right back. I be forgetting to play my own commercials. So I be forgetting to play my own commercials. So I gotta start remembering because I got a shitload of commercials that are our own BBN content. I be forgetting to play them shits. I'm gonna bust them shits out over YouTube and Instagram and everywhere. I be forgetting to post some shits. We got a ton of stuff we should be posting over here. Also, your boy Jimmy Belcher. I'm gonna send you all of those, all of my commercials. I'm gonna send you all my commercials. I send them today. I send you all the commercials, and you just gotta put the store link in your bio so YouTube don't fuck with you. You gotta put the store link in your bio. I'm gonna send you all the commercials today. They do good on my other channel. Again. So they might pop over there for you too. I don't got that queued up today. I'll send you that though. That's our content. I'll send you that. Hold on, stop. Put our link in your description to our BBN store. I'll send you the BBN commercials also. I send that to you today. I send that to you today. I got a shitload of that stuff. I'll hook up a package today. And expect the other package, this other thing to come before Monday. I just gotta, my computer's slow. When we get our computer situation fixed over here, shit is gonna be so much more crisp. Y'all gonna be like, yo, damn, Jack, we should have bought you a computer like 9 months ago. That's what y'all gonna say. They're gonna be like, yo, Jack, we should have just bought you a computer like 9 months ago. We knew it was gonna be this clean. This shit was gonna get fixed like this. Like, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, when we get a new one, y'all gonna see. We gonna see. Let's get back to our actual conversation. Y'all ready to talk about YSL yet? Or we still on Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion? I got a question. All right, so the question is, who do you believe now? 5 votes in, 20% said Meg, 60% said Tory, and 20% said no one. So 3 people said Tory, 1 person said Meg, and said, all right, I'm not gonna keep counting like this, but when the numbers is low like that, the math is easy. Like the math is really easy when the numbers are low. And there's only 3 choices. So just so we can be clear. I'll put up this Uncle Dude comment. Let's see what he said. They can't prosecute Tory. There's no DNA on the firearm. I think that there's a ton of problems. The only actual proof that they have against Tory is 2 witnesses, and those witnesses' testimony is murky. You have 1 person that agreed with the other person, right? And then the person that, you got 1 person that said a thing happened. You got another person that is corroborating what that person said, just to find out that that person is now saying, I lied about everything. So now where do we go? Okay, let's look at the other evidence. What other evidence do we have? There isn't any? How? Explain to me what evidence they have other than Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey's testimony. Evidence, not she got hurt. That's not evidence. I hate that people don't know how court works. So when you're trying to talk to people, they just saying random bullshit. That's not evidence. The fact she got hurt is not evidence. Uncle Bronx says the UB says Kelsey pleading the fifth says a lot. She hiding something. I need for y'all to understand. She pled the fifth earlier. They said not a problem. Immunity. Then when they got to a specific question, she made sure to plead the fifth again. Tory didn't do it, y'all. And Kelsey's a real one. Kelsey a real one. Kelsey first was gonna shoot the bitch. Okay, first Kelsey got block rock. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Kelsey was getting the brakes beat off her. So then Kelsey goes and grabs the blick, and Kelsey try to hit her. That shit don't work out. And Kelsey's still in court doing a whole little Kim, trying to make sure that this nigga don't go to jail for some shit she did. She's solid, nigga. I don't know what to tell you. And y'all busy over here, Meg fans. How? That's why I'm saying. Who's out there promoting what Meg is talking about, my son? 1 minute you talking real nigga shit. You gotta be a real nigga integrity. And then the next minute, you co-signing Meg Thee Stallion, who's actively lying in court to try to send a black man to jail for a crime that he didn't commit. My son? This is why I say stop getting at my son and them when they doing what they supposed to be doing. When they out there chasing ambulances or whatever y'all want to call it, stop getting on them. That's fine. Get on them when they doing this bullshit. This is the bullshit we don't want. Get on them when they doing this. When they out there chasing ambulances and being a fucking thorn in the police side, power to the people. But when they doing this, in 5 minutes you're gonna tell us you love us. Right? It's obvious as hell Tory didn't do this. Tory being solid, trying to hold Kelsey down. Kelsey being solid, trying to hold Tory down. I want those two to date. I want Tory to just settle down. Tory, we might need you to settle down with this one. Hold on. Just so we can be clear, the chick she was about to shoot allegedly was also in the car talking crazy about Tory. Tory, you might have to put a ring on this one. Yo, we be right back. I need a commercial. Oh no, we gotta play this. I'll be right back.
At the end of the day, the DNA evidence came out strongly, I think, in favor of Tory. We'll see where the rest of the trial takes us. There was one other part, the big part, which is that they never gave the crime lab Kelsey's DNA. And so on defense, the defense brought out this point that, hey, if you ever get a case file and there's two people with GSR, wouldn't you expect to get two people's DNA? And the guy's like, yeah, that would make sense. If there's two people who've tested positive for the GSR and we're testing one's DNA, we ought to test both DNA. Duh.
Y'all did just hear what he said, right? So the police is tampering with evidence. So the police is... Hold on, stop. Y'all know that's tampering with evidence, whether we're going to call him out on it or not. You do know that's tampering with evidence, right? Hold on. Let's hear what he said right at...
Let me catch the big part, which is that they never gave the crime lab Kelsey's DNA in favor of Tory. We'll see where the rest of the trial takes us. There was one other part, the big part, which is that they never gave the crime lab Kelsey's DNA. Takes us. There was one other part, the big part, which is that they never gave the crime lab Kelsey's DNA. And takes us. There was one other part, the big part, which is that they never gave the crime lab Kelsey's DNA. And so on defense, we'll see where the rest of the trial takes us. There was one other part, the big part, which is that they never gave the crime lab Kelsey's DNA. And so...
Okay, so we're not going to say they tampering with evidence? Oh, wait, hold on. Because before somebody say, why is that a big deal?
The defense brought out this point that, hey, if you ever get a case file and there's two people with GSR, wouldn't you expect to get two people's DNA? And the guy's like, yeah, that would make sense. If there's two... That, hey, if you ever get a case file and there's two people with GSR, wouldn't you expect to get two people's DNA? And the guy's like, yeah, that would make sense. That, hey, if you ever get a case file and there's two people with GSR, wouldn't you expect to get two people's DNA? And the guy's like, yeah, that would make sense. The defense brought out this point that, hey, if you ever get a case file and there's two people with GSR, wouldn't you expect to get two people's DNA? And the guy's like, yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, so I'm not a lawyer. So I need for you guys to explain to me why I'm so consistently saying everything that they say in court months before they say it. Why am I so consistently telling y'all what court is going to do before court get an opportunity to do it? Because somebody explain this to me. Because I keep being told I'm not good at this. Because somebody explain to me why I keep telling y'all what court is going to say before court does it. I get it. There's niggas that have paperwork parties. Y'all tell everybody what court did after they did it. What I want to know is, I'm consistently telling y'all what court is going to do before court does it. That should be begging for me to go back to doing paperwork parties, to be honest with you. Because if I'm able to tell you what's happening in court before it happens, what the hell? Consistently. Y'all keep talking. Shout out to the dudes that do this, by the way. This is not me knocking it, because I enjoy doing paperwork parties when we do paperwork parties. But niggas is doing paperwork parties after the fact parties. I'm doing the hindsight. I'm doing before the foresight parties, my nigga. Now, once again, what did I tell y'all? He don't got DNA on a gun, but he has gunshot residue on him. Who told y'all that? Before Ack? He hate my guts. Before Ack hate me. So if you don't like Ack, you should support over here. Ack do not like me. Who told y'all this before Ack? And that's why my son a sucker. Because my son running around telling niggas in New York I'm just like academics. That's why you a sucker. Say what you want, nigga. We literally do see each other. I'm not saying that for beef. I'm saying we literally do see each other. So don't say I don't come outside. Copy? I be outside. I just don't really got nowhere to go outside because everywhere is a fight for me. That's different between not going outside because you just don't. Everywhere is a fight. I know I'm going to get into a fight. You don't get it. So I'm saying all that to say this. Tory Lanez has gunshot residue on him. He has no DNA on the gun. They did not check the gun for Kelsey's DNA. I told all of y'all this over a year ago. While other people were making videos to the contrary. I'm gonna tell you some dope shit that happened real quick. So we was doing the Tory, the Tekashi 6ix9ine case. So we were in court. I'm standing. I don't think nobody know me. This is about the third day that we're there. We're not actually at court where Tekashi is testifying. We're at court for somebody else, right? One of the other members. So I'm in the where you wait before we go into the courtroom. And I'm standing there and I'm not talking to nobody because I don't even know people really know me at this point. Like I see people look at me and recognize me, but I don't know niggas know me. It's about the second and third day. On this particular day, dude from Complex shows up. He walks over to me. He starts talking to me. As soon as he starts talking to me, all of the other press niggas come over immediately and start introducing themselves. I'm from New York Post. I'm from the Daily News. From the Washington Post. Yo, we love your work. My son could come up here and debate me anytime he want to debate me. My son doesn't debate though. My son doesn't debate, so I'm not gonna be able to debate my son. But my son could come debate whenever he wants to. Nah, first of all, no one on the planet wants to actually debate me. You do understand this, right? No one wants to debate me. I promise you, no one wants to debate me. What people want to do is tell me something and then have me agree with them. They don't want to debate me. They don't want to have actual facts and then put actual facts up against other actual facts. They don't want to debate me. You understand? I wish I could find people that wanted to debate me. I wish. Nobody don't want to debate me. They're going to say a thing, right? And then I'm going to say a thing. And then when I prove or when my evidence or when my whatever is better than theirs, it's going to turn into an insult competition. I mean, I'm always wanting to debate Mr. Jet Li. How you doing, my brother? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is going well with you and yours. I'll put the invites down there. Pull up. You can come talk for yourself. I don't have a problem with debating people. My thing is this. Once I start winning, people want to start insulting me. And I can't even insult them back, or people going to say I'm doing something wrong. So I don't want to debate people. That's why I don't want to debate. Because facts don't matter. Do you understand all of this stuff that I'm currently right about? Niggas have been making videos upon videos upon videos saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm consistently right. Why would I want to debate anybody? You understand? I'm not saying I'm right about everything. Don't get it wrong. There's tons of stuff that I know I don't know. So I don't talk about it. And if you brought it up, I'll be like this. Because I don't know it. Why would I come on my show and talk about stuff I don't know about? That don't make sense. All right, you trying to trigger me. I'm about to kick you in a minute. Who think we should kick this this UB guy? He look like he trying to trigger me, right? Who think we should kick him? Nah, so they don't want to, nobody wants to debate with me. They just want me to bow down to them. You understand? They don't want me to debate. They don't want to have their own ideas and I have my ideas and we come and we discuss ideas. That's debating, discussing ideas. They don't want to do that. They want me to bow down to them. And I refuse to do that. And I don't care what happened. So they call me crazy. No, I didn't say anything about for commenting. I'm going to put you on the timeout, though. Because you lying on me. I don't like being lied on. So I'm going to put you on the timeout. You could come back and decide not to lie. But you're trying to trigger me, so you're going to come back and lie. Right? The only people that talk to me is the people that I argue with. So then that way they make it seem like I'm arguing with everybody when I'm not arguing with everybody. Just the only people that's going to comment is the people that's trying to argue with me. You feel me? So it is what it is. I'm just going to kick you. I'd rather nobody comment than have somebody in here making it seem like people can't comment. So I'm just going to kick you. Bananas. So once again, Tory Lanez has no DNA on the gun. The forensic guy says that if you fire a gun 5 times, you should have DNA on the gun. The police chose not to check the gun for Kelsey's DNA. Why did the police choose to not check the gun for Kelsey's DNA? Begs. Yo, Jet Li, you can sign back up for the green team if you want, my brother. Also, if anyone is enjoying any part of this show, y'all can always smash the like button and drop something in the Cash App to show your appreciation. We got 32 votes in. We got 34 votes in. The question is, who do you believe now? 18% said Meg, 50% said Tory, 32% said no one. I definitely don't blame anybody that don't believe nobody. Like if you don't believe none of these niggas, I don't blame you. Really don't. Especially because of what I feel. Look, I want to be clear about something. And this is crazy. So hold on, I'm gonna bring up something else real quick. And this is crazy. So Meg Thee Stallion said that her boyfriend Party or whatever his name is now feeling away because her sex life is public. Bitch. Your whole entire persona is built around just having sex with niggas. Your whole entire persona is built around being a party girl, a girl that just shows up to the party for people to have sex with. That's who you are. I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. I'm saying you selling these other girls a dream. There's girls that don't know the thing that you're telling them to be is a party girl. They just want to have fun and hang out with you and do the stuff you do. So now, because of your party girl antics, your homegirl feels away, y'all get into a situation, then all of a sudden gunfire goes off, and you want the nigga to go to jail? The nigga. You want to know why these dudes that's mad at him is a sucker? Because that could have been you, you jerk off. Yeah, you. Whoever the guy is that's going crazy about what Tory Lanez did, that could have been you. Whoever the dude was that was there was going to get this treatment. Whether it was Tory Lanez, whether it was Roddy Ricch, whether it was Meek, whoever the hell it would have been. They was gonna lie on the nigga and put the shit on him. Shout out to my son out there carrying this woman's bags. Co-signing this woman's lies. Kelsey just said everything that she said was a lie. Her whole entire story was like this, basically, of Meg Thee Stallion's story. Tamika Mallory, you Until Freedom, and my song is gonna have to live with this when the shit backfire. This is something they gotta have to live with. This is the opposite of what they say that their mission is. This is putting an innocent black man in jail. This is the opposite of what they say their mission is. And I don't want to hear you was trying to protect black women. It's so far down the line that we know she lying. No evidence backs her up. The only thing that backs her up is what she's saying. Her words. No evidence, no proof, no nothing. These are the same people that's going to go out there and say that they're trying to get black men out of jail. These are the same people that's going to say the next time the police go and shoot somebody, these are the same people that's going to show up and want us to think that they're trying to do this for our benefit. I don't even want an apology at this point. I think they took it too far. I think that they're too comfortable with thinking that they could tell the black people anything and black people are going to fall behind and do it. That's what I think. I think they see getting Joe Biden elected as a win. It wasn't. I'm actively, and this is real talk, and I'm not trying to be a dick. But if I was going to vote for somebody and then I hear that they're in favor of that individual, I'm going to do more research to make sure I want to vote for them. I might not. These people are shown to me that they don't have any intelligence. They have resources so they can get shit done. They got a shitload of resources. They're going to get a lot of things done. But they actively are on the side that is trying to put a black man in jail for a crime that he did not commit. Hold on to that one. Hold on to that for a moment. Think about that. Yo, we still in here? I got kicked. I didn't even get kicked. My whole computer turned off all by itself. So, so we was going for a minute. All right. So, can y'all see me? I guess that's the big question. What the fuck my monetization went off for? Can y'all see me? I appreciate it. Nah, my old shit just went out. Just my computer turned all the way off. And then when I came back, it kicked me out again. I'm like, what in the hell? I live is. Good. I was like, what in the hell? I didn't know what happened. Shout out to everybody that let me know y'all in here. Appreciate you. Once again, who do you believe now? 38 people voted. 60% said Meg. 53% said Tory. 32% said no one. They didn't even send her DNA evidence. They didn't send they didn't send it to get checked for her DNA evidence. The gun. I'm sorry. It sounds like a cover up. I'm sorry. It sounds like a cover up. I wouldn't be surprised if the DA didn't even want to bring this shit to court. That if they were pushed by other political factions, maybe some people like, we got to take this to court because this does not look good. And they trying to save her career like hell because they even got her in She-Hulk, a lawyer show. All of my presets got kicked off of the fucking screen. It is what it is. It's so cool. Sheesh. I'll put Kelsey has a husband? Kelsey did just get married. And Kelsey has a husband who's an executive at 1501. I was just reading about YSL and Thug, and I was just about to comment. I have no idea. Shout out to Jet Li. I don't know. I think what up, Darius? I can't tell if this is good or bad for Thug at this point. I don't know if this is good or bad. Just so we can be clear, I don't know if it's good or bad at this point. To be honest with you, as far as Young Thug is concerned, because basically they're saying YSL is a gang, but all these dudes is getting out. So why do they need YSL to be a gang? They need YSL to be a gang. The government needs it to be a gang for one reason or another. I thought I knew, but I might not. I might not know. I might not be. I might not know why they need them to be in a gang. I'm not 100% sure why. So I don't know. Maybe they'll get a deal. They're giving everybody time served. They're not going to give every single person in a gang time served. Somebody got to go to jail. So if it's not this gang, somebody got to go to jail in. What gang do somebody got to go to jail in? Somebody got to. They're not just going to say forget all the crimes. Where do they do that? What up, SC? Where do they do that? They're not going to say forget all of the crimes, right? Unless you know something I don't. Copy. Give me 1 minute. We got to swing right back around to this. Also, just so everybody know, I did not take anybody off of the green team. We lost monetization for a small amount of time. So during that amount of time that we lost monetization, I didn't have that availability. So that's why people who are not green team isn't green team no more. In order for you to become green team again, all you got to do is re-sign up. That's it. And I changed the pricing. But that's all you got to do. All right. So I didn't take anybody from being a green team member. I just want to be clear on that. That did not happen. If anybody thinks that happened, that did not. I don't even think I can do that. I don't think that's an option. Yeah, everybody's did it by itself. Oh no, you talking about when you got read back up? Then I don't know. But I think everybody did it by itself. I think everybody got clicked on their own. You understand what I'm saying? So if anybody wants to re-sign back up for the green team, that's what you got to do. I'm was gonna do a thing with our green team memberships. I'm still gonna do it. It's just that our memberships went down now from like in the hundreds to like really, really low. So I'm trying to wait until we get our membership up a little bit, but maybe we don't even wait until we get it up a little bit. With that being said, let's go back to this Meg Thee Stallion thing real quick, if you don't mind. So Meg Thee Stallion is oh no, the reason, remember, I lost monetization for a short period of time. So when I lost monetization for that short period of time, YouTube was that it didn't exist. So therefore since it didn't exist, when I reacquired monetization, everybody has to re-sign back up for it. At least that's the way it was interpreted to me. I want to say something about this Meg Thee Stallion shit real quick. So Kelsey is married to somebody who works for 5101 now, right? That's Carl Crawford's label, right? Carl Crawford is the individual that she's going to be going to court with next, right? So I got something to say. How is that court case going to play out if in this court case they're going to have so many indiscrepancies and shit like her testimony? How do you think that court case is going to play out when it comes out that she lied here? I don't know what that means, Jay Green. I don't understand what that means. How do you think that's going to work when they go to court down in wherever they got to go, and then they start bringing the transcript from this court? saying, yeah, well, you just was in a court case and your own witnesses weren't agreeing with you. You was in a court case and the forensic evidence wasn't agreeing with you. What do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen? That's why I don't lie. See, as long as I tell the truth, you could believe I'm lying. Everybody could say I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. Maybe you might find out I was telling the truth after I pass away. Maybe I'm not here no more, but I was telling the truth. You're gonna know I'm telling the truth. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna find out I was telling the truth. I might not never benefit from it. I might not be here no more. I was telling the truth. That's why I'm not never. That's why I would never go back off it. I was telling the truth. Period. If I'm wrong, and then I find out I'm wrong, I'm real quick I was wrong. It is what it is. It's not wrong with being wrong. I was definitely not lying. We ain't doing that. Somebody earlier was like, Kelsey got immunity. What does Kelsey having immunity have to do with Tory Lanez going to prison? It's something to think about. They try to keep you distracted. That's all they want to do. Keep us thinking about shit that don't matter. Okay, I'm looking at a beef. Okay. Oh, eating meat. Huh. Sorry about that. I'll be watching nature and wildlife. I don't know. I think I'm about to get ready to go. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Anything else y'all want to talk about? I'll put the thing down here. I don't think anybody's gonna come up with, but I'll put the thing down here. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I'll give it a minute. You know. I have 0 updates on Takeoff. The closest thing I have an update on Takeoff is dude is claiming self-defense. That's the biggest update I got on Takeoff. The dude Lil Cam is now claiming self-defense, I believe. Not Lil Cam, Pat. DJ Pat is claiming self-defense. So at this point, I don't think there's any question that the fatal shot came from his firearm. So yeah, so that's all I have on that right now. He's pleading self-defense. Like I think I said this before. Allegedly, basically, he was trying to protect uh Takeoff from Little Cam or something like that. Something. I don't know how true that is, but that's a story that's going on. So we see what happens with that. Other than that, I don't know. I don't have nothing else in that particular Takeoff situation. But if you notice, and I just want to be clear on this, after the Takeoff situation happened, why all these other cases start breaking? After the Takeoff situation happened, why all these other cases start breaking? SC says, do you believe Gunner's career is going to pick up where it left off? I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna F with Gunna and they're not gonna cancel him. So Gunna can still make music. Gunna can still make music. He's just gonna be behind the scenes and not actually on the material. Still make songs for people. He's gonna be like Sergio Kitchens producing. So he can still make songs for people. I don't expect. But they're gonna try to I do think they're gonna try to make it seem like he didn't snitch or nothing. But Young Thug's lawyer just put out that there's a lot of people that are snitching and becoming witnesses for the government, saying and doing things that's hurting his case. Could Sergio Kitchens be one of the people he's discussing? I don't know. C. Graf said, "Are you going to cover the Casanova case?" Casanova pled guilty. Are they going to be going to trial? If they're going to go to court, I go to court. They're going to court, I go to court. I go to court. But as far as I know, he already pled guilty, right? So I don't know if there's going to be a court date. But if y'all get me the sentencing date, I'll show up to sentencing. That's a fact. Whatever court date y'all want me to show up to, put it in my DMs. All y'all got to do is let me know. I'm going to pull up. What are you talking about? It's in New York City. I'm going to pull up. Darius McCray says, "I've been messed up about the Takeoff situation. On October 8th, Takeoff and Quavo had an album release party at the Night Spot in Atlanta. Yes or no? You let me know when Casanova's going to be in court. I pull up. We was just with Casanova's people in Syracuse. When we went to the Sharky's event center. We're gonna be going back up to Sharky. Shout out to Sharky's event center. I've covered it, I followed it a little. DM me some stuff and I'll make some videos. Remember, I make videos about what you guys like. So when the only stuff in the comment section is hate, I don't know what y'all want me to make videos on. You want me to make some SUBCRIBE videos? We could do that. Send me some stuff. Put me back up on game of if anything you think I missed out on. I would have been making Casanova and SUBCRIBE videos. I just don't know what videos y'all want me to make because don't know only people that show up in the chat is the people that tell me to stop making videos. Well, just being honest with you. You can take it however you want it. I have not followed the SUBCRIBE situation. I don't know entirely what's going on with that guy. As far as I could tell, he's caught up in a RICO that might be a part of somebody else's RICO. Rhonda says Kelsey came into court with security and a high-priced lawyer, so it may not be Tory, but 501. Yeah. There's other people that got a vested interest in this case that ain't involved in this case. The haters are usually the only people. Well, I'm not going to say it like that, but usually they're the loudest people in the room, and I don't see no other comments. When y'all make comments, they spam, so I can't see your comments. So even when I kick them, I only see their comments. I can't see your comments. Then I ask y'all to write comments, and don't nobody write comments. So that's usually what happens. Y'all write comments, they spam. I can't see your comments. I kick them. I can still only see they spam. Why do you think I have it so people can't spam? Y'all think that I just Want to make it so people, I just want to make it so you only can do a couple of comments every couple of seconds. You don't think that's for a reason? You think I just got it on slow mode because I'm a dick? You don't think I have it on slow mode for a reason? There's a reason why it's on slow mode. Dude, we've been in here for how long? We only got 24 likes on the whole page. Crazy. So this whole time since I've been doing this show, only 24 people came in here and liked what we was doing. We've already had like 600-700 people in here. People want to see my content. They just don't want me to get bigger. You understand? Like they want to see my content, but they don't want nothing good to happen to me. And they also don't want me to want anything good to happen to me because that's selfish, apparently. If I want anything good to happen to me, I'm being selfish. I live in an area where don't nobody else live. Nobody else lives like this. At least people that do got much stronger. We just here's what it is. We're doing what we do. Anything else y'all want to talk about? My community is literally like 5 people. I appreciate every last one of you. I promise you I do. Anything else y'all want to talk about before we get out of here? I'm about to let y'all go. Nah. The problem isn't the content. The problem is people just don't want me to win. The problem ain't shit to do with the content. No, the content's nothing wrong with my only problem is I know what I'm talking about, but while I'm telling y'all the truth, I gotta wait 6 or 7 months for the truth to come out for people to know I knew what I was talking about. So now everybody know what I was talking about. And so now niggas know I was right. So now I'm talking about something else. So now I'm gonna be told for the next 6 or 7 months that I'm wrong about this thing that I'm talking about. So I'm gonna have to wait for 6 or 7 months for people to find out I was right. So whenever we talking about anything, I'm treated like I don't know what I'm talking about. So I always gotta wait all the way to the end for people to know that I'm right. And then whatever the next thing that I talk about, I'm also gonna be said that I'm wrong about that. And so I just can't never benefit for when I'm actually doing good work. So that's why it's just makes me not like I'm not really motivated to do nothing. Because I know what I'm talking about and I know I'm right. But no matter how much hard work I put in, I'm never gonna get nothing out of it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just working just to do nothing. And I can't talk about it and I can't say nothing. I just gotta just is what it is. I'm really good at a job that I'm never probably get paid for. And other people are gonna get paid for it and they're gonna get paid for repeating the same thing that they hear me say. So other people are 100% gonna get paid for my work. It's just what it is. I'd do a lot more work if it was different, but since it don't make sense to do more work. No matter how much I do, I'm not going to benefit. And also, I'm bad because I want to be able to benefit off of my own work. So that also means I'm a bad person. But when other people want to benefit off their work, it's appreciated. But if I want to benefit off my work, I'm lazy. So I just have a different life than the rest of y'all. So that should have been illegal. He caught him with that elbow. They doing elbows? That was not illegal? That was crazy. I'm not even going to show you that. That was bananas. Nah, I'm gonna let y'all go. Just everybody go enjoy your day, man. Don't worry about me, man. It is what it is. Everybody just go enjoy your day. I'll like, comment, subscribe, join notification gang. Hashtag. Let's get it. Love y'all. Take care of each other. Have a good day.